Madam President, let me show you these innocent-looking small bottles with an eyedropper of 3 types of liquid. This is liquid nicotine. The eyedroppers are used to put into the cartridges for electronic cigarettes, otherwise known as e-cigarettes. Now, there are some versions that look just the size of a cigarette that already have the liquid nicotine contained in it. But there are many, many flavors that are otherwise contained in these kind of dispensers. So when our Commerce Committee had a hearing on e-cigarettes, I asked the question, were these childproof? And the answer is no. I asked the question, if these are not childproof, is the concentration of nicotine in these, is it sufficient that could harm a child? And the answer was yes. As a matter of fact, there are varying degrees of concentration of liquid nicotine in these vials, but some of them are as concentrated as 540 milligrams of liquid nicotine. If a small child got into these, which are not childproof, and ingested it, that child would either be deathly ill or dead. If that child gets into it and it spills on the child's skin, it will be absorbed through the skin. And likewise, according to the concentration of the nicotine, the child will be very, very ill. So obviously, when we had the Commerce Committee hearing on e-cigarettes, I asked the question. Once they said these are not childproof, do you have any objection? I'm asking this of the e-cigarette industry that was represented there at the witness panel. Do you have any objection? And they said no. So last Thursday, a bunch of us senators filed a bill that will require the Consumer Product Safety Commission to start the rule and adopt a rule that will cause these to be sold in childproof containers. Now, this is a no-brainer. This is common sense. And why it hasn't been addressed before, it defies common sense because of the danger to children. Already, in this year, 2014, between January and the end of May, there were almost 2,000 calls for liquid nicotine poisoning into the poison centers around the country, just in that 5-month period. So we already have a recorded incident a year or so ago of one child having been killed as a result of this. Well, this ought to be not only a no-brainer, it ought to fly through this Congress and get the CPSC to get on with administratively regulating this. Now, what's another reason? Well, look what this one is called with a picture. This is banana. This one is naked peach. This one is juicy juice. And Madam President, appealing to kids? How about banana split or cotton candy or Kool-Aid or Skittles or Sweet Tart or Gummy Bear or Fruit Loops or Hawaiian Punch? That's what's going on. There happens to be a point of government that is supposed to try to protect the public from danger. This is obviously something that ought to be done.